Hi folks, welcome to today's presentation on accuracy and point of impact with a brand new Federal 154 grain HST and the old school 158 grain Hydrashok. Now I've already ballistic tested these and you're definitely going to want to check it out. But we need a point of comparison. So I already started to save time and get a little warm. 125 grain Atlanta Arms hollow points and 125 grain pud-loaded gold dots from On Target. I'm going back to 12 yards. I'm not really a group shooter. We're going to see if I can do it at 12 by staging the trigger in this awesome Ruger GP100. And I'll start with 4 rounds of these Freedom Munitions pud-loaded 158 grain XTPs that wanted to expand versus the Armscor 158. And I have had some light primer strikes with this before the USPSA competition. Then we'll go to the Wolf 158 grain semi-jacketed hollow point, copper semi-jacketed hollow point, which interesting enough, I did do an add-on ballistics test this versus the old school Federal 158 grain semi-jacketed hollow point. You're going to want to check that out as well. And then we'll go to the Hydrashoks and then finally to the HSTs. So let's see how it goes. I'll put up a new shoot and see target and we'll shoot and we'll see. And we'll start with the 4 rounds of Freedom Munitions 158 on the left, and then we'll go to the Armscor on the right. And keep in mind, this my revolver was set at 10 yards with 125 grain. We're going back to 12, and I expect the 158s to hit high. If these hit too high, we might eventually lower the point of aim down a bit. I think these are hitting center. I can't really tell. But when I pulled a little left, I can feel it, I believe. All right, let's reload with the Armscor. Ooh, that hurt my thumb. All right, let's see how poorly I did. All right, with the 158 grain XTPs, 1, 2, 3 in the center, so at least it's accurate. It's pud loaded, but it's accurate. And I obviously pulled one low left. My bad. With the Armscor 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to kind of say that that's probably our hitting point, and these are bad on me. Breaking the line, too bad. If we take the best 5 out of 7, that wouldn't be that bad. That seems kind of on. I'm not the best group shooter. It is what it is. All right, let's do our Hydrashoks and then our HSTs. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's do the Wolf 158 grain first. All right, let's do the Wolf on the left, and then I actually want to see if it's hitting way too high. If I need to be aiming down here with 158s. Again, this was set for 10 yards, 125 grain, not 12 yards, 154, 158. So let's see how the Wolf does on the left. got away from me trying to stage it, damn it. I think that one I tried to stage, is that the one that went left or the one high right? I think it's the one that went high right. So not bad. I actually kind of did a 6 o'clock-ish hold the first couple. I think these two hit early on. Then I did more of the combat hold, and not surprisingly, but they were all in a row here. Even my bad one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking at, yeah, a couple inches high for using a combat hold. And if I'm down there, that's probably a pretty accurate trigger pull there, as far as using mostly a 6 o'clock with the fiber right there. All right, so I'm going to put up a new shoot and see, and then we'll do the HST and the Hydrashocks. I'm going to take my time on the left and do 5 Hydrashocks and see how those hit. Alright, let's see how those 5 went. I think that's better with a heavier revolver. I'm starting to fatigue out a bit. That's damn good accuracy, guys. That's what the combat hold. 3 were completely basically dead on elevation and windage, and 2 just slightly high, but all 9 or 10 ring. I would say the Hydrashok's very accurate. That's the best I've done all day, and I'm staging the trigger. I'm not doing single action, because I'm not a single action shooter. I train for defense. I'm not a hunter. So, but that lets me know that's good enough for man. That'd be good enough to bag a deer as well. Stay tuned. I think we might do a little appendum at the end. All right, I'll load 5 up and see how I do with the brand new HST. All right, guys, just so you can see, yes, I'm absolutely using HSTs right now, throwing dollar bills. Beautiful hollow point. Please look at the ballistics test I did. And again, guys, Federal has the most reliable primers, the most sensitive primers when you need it for defense that are going to go off, and they're sealed. So especially like if you're in the South, like I am, and you're carrying in the summer, you're going to want Federal ammo. Okay, hopefully I can do it right. If I don't do it right in 5, we'll add a couple more. So let's see how I can do. Going low left. I feel like I definitely threw a couple low left. And I did, but I got two dead center. Dead center. But yeah, it doesn't look as impressive. That is not the ammo. That's me fatiguing out. I think I've always had a crack in the thumb from MMA, and the first time I fired this, before sanding the grip a little bit, it's cracked my thumb. It's definitely fatiguing me out. let's load up 2 more rounds, 2 or 3 more rounds, and see how that does. And honestly, guys, I'm very surprised. Those are dead center. Those are like dead center, and that was with a combat hold. So they are not hitting higher than the 125s I did earlier, really. All right, let's do 2 or 3 more. See how she goes. Pretty spicy. I think that last one was shitty. But at least I'm on paper better. So we got 1 there, 1 there, and I think 1 there. 1, 2, 3. So unfortunately, I didn't do as good with the HST, guys. My thumb's really, yeah, maybe re-broken. So that's me, not the ammo. As you saw with the Hydrashok, I got 5 there, all 9 and 10, 3 10 ring, 2 9 ring. I'm pretty impressed with what I did with the Hydrashok. With the HST, we saw 2 dead down. That was a pretty good trigger pull. I got 4 in there, and then the low lefts are obviously shitty trigger control. But I'm not a revolver shooter all the time, though I've been doing more lately, and I've been carrying it a bit. So, guys, anyway, Hydrashok HST, I'm really impressed. I'm also kind of happy it didn't hit way higher like I was expecting. So, I would definitely check out the ballistics test I did with these rounds. And I got a bunch of videos on real FBI data, like real FBI, air and heavy clothing through the years. I got a bunch of videos on the different calibers of what it really did in real organic gel. Also got some videos with Chris Locke, the head of Federal Spears CCI, handgun product manager, answering real terminal ballistic questions in detail. So please, thumbs up, share, subscribe to both Dan the Wolfman. Look at my playlist, Dan the Wolfman, and also to the new channel, Ballistics Gel. I hope you enjoyed things, and that's probably the best that I'll be able to do today. And that's just me. I'm not Paul Harrell, but I still hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it passed some time, and I hope it helps you pick some appropriate carry ammo and all that. Speaking of which, get my highly rated Combatives of Street Jiu-Jitsu instructional on BJJ Fanatics. It's often on sale. It's 4.5 hours long. Learn from my lifetime of experience and real-world experience, and it'll help save your butt. Thanks, everybody. Kaboom.